Hey guys, I'm here with students from La Pietra, Hawaii School for Girls, and they're going to put you to the test. Today marks the 75th anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor, the second largest attack in American history that became a turning point for the United States, urging Americans to enter a major war. So why did this attack become a defining moment in American history? Well, these students have your question.
The attack on Pearl Harbor caused the United States to enter which war?
A. World War I.
B. World War II.
C. The Korean War.
Or D. The Vietnam War. You have 10 seconds.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time's up. The answer is
B. World War II.
World War II, which started in 1939, divided much of the world's power into two groups, known as the Allies, led by France, Britain, and the Soviet Union, versus the Axis, led by Germany, Italy, and Japan. And for 2 years, the U.S. had stayed out of it. But that all ended on December 7, 1941. Just before 8 a.m., the Japanese surprised the United States and attacked Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor is an American naval base located on the Hawaiian island of Oahu. Dorinda Nicholson, who was only 6 years old at the time, remembers it well.
The noise is deafening. And then our house started to shake, and we looked up and we saw airplanes just barely above the trees and barely above our house. And you could see the pilots. I mean, they were that close. And this is what I have left. Just pieces of shrapnel.
Dorinda found these pieces of metal and leftover bullets on her front lawn. In less than 2 hours, nearly 200 American planes were destroyed. 21 ships, including 8 battleships, were damaged or destroyed, and more than 2,300 Americans died that day.
Here is the actual bombing of the mighty USS Arizona.
One of the ships that sunk was the USS Arizona. During the attacks, it completely submerged underwater behind me, and now there's a memorial above it honoring the lives that were lost that day. Seaman First Class Ray Chavez had just finished a shift, and he rushed over to help.
All the harbor was on fire, and all ships were smoking black smoke because the Japanese had torpedoed and bombed.
At 104 years old, Chavez is known as the oldest living survivor of the attack.
I saw what all the men that were lost and all the ships that were sunk.
December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.
Following Pearl Harbor, President Franklin D. Roosevelt asked Congress to declare war on Japan, and on December 8th, Congress agreed. 3 days later, the U.S. also declared war on Germany and Italy, joining the Allies. After the attack, Dorinda had to carry around this gas mask as a child. It was part of the drills they had to do just in case another attack happened.
The story of war affects everyone, and especially those who were civilians and kids.
Today, most people here in Hawaii are reflecting on honoring the past and finding ways to feel inspired about the future.
It's still something that we do talk about, and we have a unique opinion on it here because this is where it happened. It's not just like learning about wars being fought thousands of miles away.
we should kind of like put down our phones a little bit and kind of like sit back and reflect on why it was important.
Chavez, along with dozens of other World War II veterans, have traveled to Hawaii to be honored at a memorial today.
I'm very proud to serve and help, and quite a few people have told me that I inspired them.
As the country remembers a day that changed the world. Arielle Hixson, Channel 1 News.